Hi, my name is Riyao. I'm a pharmacist. I was born and raised in Fuzhou, China. I came here when I was around age 10. And ever since then, I've been attending a lot of churches in my life. My mom was the first one to become Christian in my family. She had a dream of God, and that changed her life overnight. That's why I first started going to church regularly. So I was baptized when I was 15, 16. If I was just going, I might as well go as a Christian. Also because everyone, I think the youth group around me were getting baptized slowly. I was just going to church like a routine because my mom was going as well. So there was not a connection with God. It was just, I did it for me, I guess. Up until I hit a point where I was like, I don't know what I was doing. In many levels, it just didn't make sense for me at the time. So I stopped going, and maybe it was the church. So I kind of blame it on the church. And I want to say around senior year, I started going to 180. It was really weird for me as a Christian. I did not enjoy worship at all. Very loving and personal words about God. Like, I thought it was too cheesy in a sense. People in my generation, it's like, we're not used to that. We just, we all like to play cool, like, yeah, sure, I love you. I kind of love you. I maybe love you. And then for me, it was just hard. And I would just stand there and be like, oh, this is awkward, this is awkward, this is awkward. But then fast forward a couple months, I was driving home on 440 on Staten Island, and then I was speeding. And I thought it was invincible. I was so cool. I was speeding down the left lane, and bam, I got caught on the way back from church. So ever since then, I stopped going to 180. I was like, I'm done with this. So I did. I just dropped everything, and then I thought, what's more important for me in my working on myself? And I think a couple months into the year of 2016, I got hit by a car. That devastated me in a sense, because I thought I was gonna die. And I was lucky because it was a near miss. And then it made me realize that it only takes one hit for one to be gone. Just a couple months later, I was fixing my eyebrow, I was cutting it shorter, and I slipped, and then I hurt my eye. It was really, really red from what other people can see. Every time you blink, it hurts. This is it. I can be a pharmacist half blind. I think from that point, I started to realize that how much of a blessing is it to actually have it when it was temporarily taken away from me. I got sick the very last week in school because all the stress and all the finals. The guy I was dating back then. We decided to go to Norway, like a little Scandinavian trip together. On the way, he was like, I'll give you something to help you sleep. I'm like, oh, chocolate, is it dark? I'm like, yeah, it's dark chocolate. I'm like, I only eat dark chocolate. So I took it. I was like, The second I took it, it started melting. I was like, something's wrong. And I turned to him like, what you feed me?
What was it?
It was edible. Time for boarding. We boarded. Sat down. Bam! It kicked in. Paranoia. So I grabbed an air flight attendant and I was like, I'm sorry, I need to get off this plane right now. Get me off the plane right now. And the next thing I know, I got into an ambulance. I remember I was apologizing as I was sobering up. I was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I've done to myself. Like, what did I do to myself? Like, what is this? Why? The problem was me. I was the problem. I was at a bad state for many years. I didn't realize that. It kind of had to be acknowledged in a sense. Something's broken, someone's hospitalized, something's hurt, to really make me realize that I was always in the dark. I was always gearing. I was always driving myself, controlling myself, taking over my life this entire time. It was fine the first couple of years, like, because nothing really happened to me. But just because I wasn't hurt doesn't mean that I was okay. I can't do it by myself anymore. I'm not my savior. What happened after the hospital was like I realized that what the people I should stay in my life and who should stay out of mine. I almost went back to a reset where I broke up with him and I tried to reconnect with those that matter to me. Friends from Rutgers and friends from high school. Junction was very nice. He housed me that very night. After I got out of the hospital, I was very grateful for that because I didn't want to go back home and be like, sorry, mom, dad, I just went to the hospital and didn't end up in Copenhagen. I know he still goes to 180, so 180 is still always in the back of my head. The realization part didn't come until I started going to small group. One of the first time I was in a meeting with Sarah, it was that night. She helped me to verbalize it of my state at the time, to be more than myself, to give my life. It's almost like, I guess marriage, you don't use a piece of paper and like actually having a ceremony. It's like, I guess I already signed a piece of paper. That was like almost like the ceremony. And then Sarah helping me, and then she was guiding me do, just say it. And we're here to listen to you. From that night, I realized that I needed to invite him to save me from myself. Because I realized that I was a sinner who needed a savior in my life. Just because I was going to church doesn't make me a Christian back then. Just because I was baptized doesn't always make me a Christian as well. I realized that you could be going to church your entire life and still miss the most important point, that's to have that relationship with God.
Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross. Thank you for the cross.
Worship used to, like I said before, make no sense. Like I didn't want to say these words, but now it's like, yes. It describes my struggle a lot, describes everything a lot. Like the songs just make sense now. And then I would get tearful from worship, which is very surprising to myself too. It's like I'm learning about my emotion too. Like when you put your heart out. But I think when you're home, you're home. I do really like our logo, 180, welcome home. It hits me, this community is right for me. This is home.